Lorre was responsible for giving the turtles individual personalities.
Chuck Lorre is best known for producing mega-popular television series like 2.5 Men, The Big Bang Theory, and Mike and Molly. However, fewer people realize he also composed the theme song for the original TMNT animated series. The song introduces each character and lists their defining traits. Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines, Raphael is cool but rude, Michelangelo is a party dude today. The characters are inextricably linked to these personalities.
The Turtles experienced a major softening after Playmates toys wanted to market them to kids.
A few years after the Ninja Turtles creation and quick success, Playmates toys contacted the TMNT creators in 1986. The company was interested in turning the Turtles into action figures and cartoons. There was only one problem: you can't market swearing murderers to kids. Obviously, some things needed to change. The Turtles traded in their curse words for catchphrases like Cowabunga and Turtle Power. Around the time they gained their love for pizza. This all was meant to make them more relatable and sellable. The biggest change was the addition of their signature color scheme. The original comics were in black and white, but the covers were in color, and all the Turtles appeared wearing similar red masks. The marketing minds at Playmates saw an obvious issue, so they gave each turtle a unique color to help individualize them.
Their origins are ripped straight from the pages of Daredevil.
Marvel's Matt Murdock becomes Daredevil after an accident with a truck carrying radioactive materials leaves him blind, but enhances his other senses. Once Murdock recovers, an old man named Stick trains him in ninjutsu. The four young turtles experience a strikingly similar fate. Radioactive waste flies off a truck. This rat once belonged to a ninja, so after the five creatures suddenly become anthropomorphized,
the Turtles sometimes get a little political.
By the 90s, there were numerous iterations of the Ninja Turtles, including Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adventures produced in conjunction with Archie Comics. One particular storyline has the heroes traveling to the South American rainforest to stop a group of mercenaries from destroying the environment. This prompted a far-right outcry about leftist propaganda and indoctrinating kids. There are a few other instances of political commentary. Turtles soon moved to a non-inflammatory centrist stance.
Krang is based on terrifying alien parasites.
Ironically, the little brain-like aliens that inspired Krang's cartoon design aren't villains, despite them being significantly more frightening to gaze upon. These creatures reside in the stomachs of the androids they control, just like Krang, and when they come out for air, even the Turtles and Splinter are scared to look at them.
Peter Laird regrets what happened to the Turtles.
In 2012, co-creator Peter Laird bemoaned the fate of his murderous turtles in a brutally honest blog post. And I again, speaking solely for myself and not for Kevin, been making the key creative decisions for that first animated series, it would have been very different. Among other things, there would likely have been no moronic henchmen like Bebop and Rocksteady. The Shredder would have been seriously malevolent. April would not have been a reporter and constantly need to be rescued by the Turtles. The Turtles would not have been so ridiculously obsessed with pizza, and the Shredder would not have had as one of his businesses a restaurant called Ninja Pizza. And the show would not have had a joke or gag every 5 seconds. Kevin Eastman, conversely, has continued working on TMNT properties in writing and advisory roles. He may well feel the same way, but he's still profiting off his 35-year-old sketch of a Ninja Turtle, so he's probably okay with the lack of bloodshed.
The Ninja Turtles were created as a joke by two struggling artists.
In November 1983, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were hard at work on their Fugitoid comic in Laird's Boston residence, which later became Mirage Studios. As can be expected, the two were not rolling in cash. Eastman took a break from Fugitoid to draw a quick sketch of an upright turtle wearing a mask and wielding nunchucks. The two laughed, and Eastman titled his doodle Ninja Turtle. Laird followed suit, drawing a more refined depiction of a Ninja Turtle. Eastman countered by drawing 4 Ninja Turtles, each with their own weapon. Laird reached over and added Teenage Mutant to their title. And thus, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came into being. The comics started selling immediately despite the heroes looking kind of terrifying. Their features weren't softened until years later.
April O'Neil isn't a real person.
Donatello faces a terrifying creature in an early one-shot focused on the bow staff-wielding turtle. This monster is more horrific than anything seen in the TMNT universe since the Turtles were rebranded to be kid-friendly. The creature is drawn to life by a character named Kirby King who makes his creations real through the use of warp crystals. This is how April O'Neil comes to life. This means O'Neil isn't truly human in the original series she's a sentient drawing. She also isn't white, yet she's been whitewashed in every depiction of her since the rebranding.
Raphael is prone to blackouts in which he attacks his brothers.
In an early one-shot about Raphael, it's clear he isn't just a sardonic, cantankerous bad boy, he's mentally unhinged. After some intense ninja training, Raph inexplicably loses his mind and goes after Michelangelo with a wrench. There's not much of an explanation for his outburst, and not even Raph is sure what happened. Raphael actually blacked out during the incident. In modern depictions, he may be moody, but it usually amounts to normal teen angst. In the comics, he's a danger to everyone around him.
The Mousers are bloodthirsty robots that eat rats.
You may remember the Mousers from the various TMNT video games. They are the easily dealt with minions of more powerful foes. But in the comics, they are nothing short of terrifying. The mad scientist Baxter Stockman creates these bipedal robots. When they first appear, one viciously devours a rat. The poor creature looks terrified just before its bloody remains dribble down the Mouser's metallic jaws.
There are no shouts of Cowabunga and Radical, but there is swearing.
Since the comic book Turtles are hardened killers, it should come as no surprise they don't restrict themselves to Captain America-approved language. While the crew never drops any F-bombs, milder swear words are totally common. This seeped into the first live-action Ninja Turtles movie that premiered before toy companies started scrubbing away anything remotely offensive. In one scene, Raphael is pursuing a bad guy who eventually gets away, and in his frustration, he unleashes a primal scream of foul language.
The Ninja Turtles straight up murder their foes.
In the beginning, Shredder isn't the Turtles' main antagonist, as he's killed off in the first story arc. In a back and forth rooftop battle, Leonardo takes down Shredder by plunging his sword right through the villain. With Shredder brought to his knees, the turtles offer him the chance to commit seppuku, ritualistic suicide practiced by historical Japanese warriors defeated in battle. Instead, Shredder pulls a dastardly move and whips out a grenade, but Donatello quickly knocks him off the roof to his death. Of course, the turtles don't stop at killing Shredder. The brutal reptiles also dispatch countless members of the Foot Clan from this world without a second thought. Casey Jones is a deranged killer.
Shredder is originally a drug and arms dealer. Shredder is originally a drug and arms dealer. Master Splinter raises the turtles to be killers. Master Splinter raises the turtles to be killers.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.